Hi and welcome. My name is Harold F. Rich, and today I want to talk about my 6S formula. A lot of people are asking me, what is the 6S formula and how can it help me to scale up my business? So basically, for you that don't know, I developed the 6S formula some years ago and I modified it over time. And basically, the 6S formula helps business owners, e-commerce owners, and responsible people in e-commerce businesses to really scale up their business. And that could be just to make more revenue, like with the existing market that you are in, or also go into new additional marketplaces like Amazon or eBay, or even go to international markets. So I help businesses to scale their revenue and make more money online. The first step of my e-commerce scaling formula is basically, as you see here in that infographic, would be the strategy part. In the strategy part, I teach how to develop a strategy. If you don't have a strategy, you will not be successful. You need a plan. You need to know what step you are going to take next and how you're going to scale it up. We also talk a lot about goals in the strategy part. So it's very important for you to set goals, of course, to set realistic goals. The background of that formula is basically me and my team helping a lot of e-commerce businesses. And also I run 4 e-commerce stores in the moment by myself. So what I teach here in that formula comes actually out of real world experience. So we see a lot of stuff if we work for our clients and help them to scale their business. And of course, what even helps me more to help other people or also help some of my mentees is to see it myself, to run some stores myself. So basically, it's very important, the first step, to have goals, to have a strategy. In the second step, we're going to look at the structure. What should you basically outsource? Should you do some stuff in-house? What can you do in-house? Who you need on board to achieve your goals, especially in a large company. This is very important. You need certain departments to work for you or together with you. You need C-level people to support you, or if you are in charge of planning e-commerce or scaling up e-commerce, you just need to know who you have to get involved and what are the critical parts. So we also talk about in that part, who is responsible for the server? Do you know where the domain is actually bought, so you can make sure it will be safe, nobody can take over the domain. We have a look at backups, we have a look at the right structure, who should write the content, who should actually do the marketing, which marketing channels should you do in-house, should you do support in-house, and so on. So this would be the second step of my formula. The third step of the formula would be the system part. In the system part, we talk about the shop systems basically and all the third-party integrations that you need apart from that. If you come to a certain level, it's very important that you have third-party tools that help you to scale up. I'm talking about tools that help you to manage your inventory. As soon as you have more than one stores or as soon as you have multiple warehouses, it's getting very important to manage your inventory and payment stuff and so on. We talk about that in the systems part. We also talk about in the systems part what would be the right CMS or the right shop system to use. This is a very important point because if you want to scale up later, you want to make sure that you pick the right shop system in the beginning. You don't want to switch over as soon as you make good money. So we will discuss what is the best shop solution? Should you just take, something like Shopify, where everything is done for you, or should you install a shop system on your own server and so on? So I give you some insights on that. The sales part, we talk about all the marketing channels, and that goes actually very deep. In that part, I'm going to talk about the different marketing channels like SEO, Facebook, AdWords, Google Shopping, and so on. But we will also talk about how you can actually get out the knowledge and how important it is these days to know what your customers want. So it's all about customer or user satisfaction. You have to make sure that your users find what they want. And of course, you have to make sure to guide them through the whole process to help them to buy your products and services, and really make sure there's not too much distraction around it. So we need a clean sales funnel. We also talk about sales funnels and what you should, what you need to build trust actually, and what you need to make your customers buy, because like 98% or over 98% of customers that come to your website will not buy from you straight away. So this is actually a very long process. We also talk about remarketing, retargeting, how can you get the people back, what channels can you use, and stuff like that. The satisfaction part is actually one of the most important parts of my 6S formula. It's so important to have satisfied customers. You know that yourself probably. And satisfied customers can do you very good, because they will start to market for you. Just imagine you are happy with a product. You will go out to your friends and family and do basically free marketing for that company. And you know also yourself, if you have just one dissatisfied customer, he can destroy a lot, because maybe this person will go into social media and post some bad things about you and your company. So it's critical important that your users are satisfied. And we're not just talking about users coming to your website. We also talk about the satisfaction process if it comes to shipping, support, taking stuff back if they want to send products back, and so on. So we cover the whole user satisfaction process. And then basically we are starting to scale. Of course, all these processes, all these 5 points already help you to scale up your business and make more revenue. But the scaling part, so number 6, is really focused on going into other markets or going into marketplaces like eBay, like Amazon, and so on. So I will show you third-party tools or integrations or ways of integrations that you can very easily in 5-10 minutes or 2-3 hours make your shop pushing products to Amazon and eBay. And we will also talk about going into different states, going international, and actually what it takes to do that. So you have to take care, you know, there's like different languages, there's like different currencies, there's like different countries, they have sometimes different needs. You can't just translate the keywords. You can't just take your AdWords campaigns. You can't just take your Facebook campaigns. You have to modify the content to fit the user in these new countries or states, or even if it's different languages, then of course you have to put in a lot of work. So in number 6, I show you how to scale up everything. And it just makes sense basically to scale up your existing model if your existing model works, of course. If you want to know more about my 6S formula, I just wrote a book about it, and you will find a link below that infographic that will lead you to a form where you can actually get on a list, and you will be the first that get notified if my book comes out. That will be in around 2 to 3 weeks. I'm just doing the last modifications on some titles and so on. And the book will come out first on Amazon, so it will be a Kindle version and a softcover version, and later on I will have a high quality version of the book that I can send out to you if you want to. So this was basically my success formula described in not very detailed, but just a little overview. So if you're interested, just click on the link below and you will be one of the first to get my book. And in my book, I'm telling a lot of stories. I show you how I applied the formula for a lot of our clients and for some of my mentees. And there are a lot of success stories because my formula really helps to do the right things at the right time.